the end of the day, you know the answer, everybody. Of course, if I could only buy one, running shoe battle winner. Good morning, happy Monday, happy new week to get out there, pound the pavement, turn that doorknob, and yes, here in the studio, do a little running shoe battle. So this was actually a poll. I'll try and find the poll. I think it was fairly close. I actually don't remember exactly. I should have looked that up. On the community tab for the Studio super fans and the DGR race crew, I put it to them. It's part of their perks, is that which running shoe battle would you like to see next in the studio? So it was between the Hoka Mach 4 versus the Hoka Rincon 2 or the Hoka Mach 4 versus the Hoka Clifton 7, okay? And sure enough, there's the results on your screen, and this is the battle that is going down now in the studio. Now, I gotta say up front, it's a little unfair, okay? Because this is a 2020 shoe, the Hoka Rincon 2, and this, yes, is the Hoka Mach 4 is a 2021 shoe because it's not gonna be released to everybody until, what I heard, March 2021. So I think the technology is gonna continue to advance all across the board with Hoka, and I do expect quite a few updates. Yes, I think we're all probably hoping for the Hoka Rincon 3 sometime, I'm guessing, June or July 2021. Okay, so just want to make that clear up front. Also wanted to mention here on your screen are the mileage totals for the shoe. So I think it took me 4 runs to get up to about 60 miles, maybe a little under 60 miles in the Hoka Mach 4. And there on your screen is the Hoka Rincon 2 total mileage. You might be a little confused about that. Didn't make it to 50 miles in the Hoka Rincon 2. I'll explain why here in 1 minute. Okay, let's dive in. First of all, 2 neutral road running shoes right here. Okay, neutral road running shoes, both with a 5mm drop from heel to toe and the exact same stack height, except the women's version of the Hoka Mach 4 is 27 and 22 versus 29 and 20, what would it be, 4. So I'm putting these definitely into that medium to high, okay, approaching high for the stack height for both of these shoes. Now on to the weight of the shoes, okay, very interesting. Here we go. Rincon 2 in my size coming in at 7.2 ounces or 204 grams versus 7.5 ounces or 215 grams. Winner, chicken dinner. Going to the Hoka Rincon 2. Onto the upper, okay? So both made out of engineered mesh, okay? Similar feel to the touch, all right? Let's just do the field test here. I'm gonna say that the Rincon 2 has a little bit more of a, I hate to use the word, but a little bit more of a plasticky feel. When you touch it, it just feels not as soft as the Mach 4, okay? And let's do the heel counter, okay? I'm putting quite a bit of pressure there. Fairly stout, actually, more so than after my 50-mile full review. And if you want the full review, upper right-hand corner. So pretty stout there through the heel counter. Let's do this guy. Yes, more give, still stout, but more give in the Rincon 2 for that heel counter. I'm gonna say right now that at the end of the eyelet chains, okay, right here at the base of the eyelet chains, a little more scrunching happening in the Rincon 2 versus the Mach 4. At the end of the day, the lockdown. It's really between, you ready? Between the Ultra Torrent 4.5 Plush and the Hoka Mach 4. Out of all the shoes that I've tested in 2020, as far as the best lockdown feel through the eyelet chain and the overall upper, I've got to say, Mach 4 lockdown, it's not night and day between the Rincon 2 and the Mach 4, but definitely winner, chicken dinner going to the upper and the lockdown for the Mach 4. It's unbelievably comfortable through the Mach 4. And onto those midsoles. Okay, so let's do the Durometer. Here we go. A fairly soft landing. A lot of people love that about the Rincon 2. Like, I can stick my thumbs into there pretty easily. Versus the Mach 4, definitely a little more resistance, a little more, I'm not going to say density though, okay? Just a little more, I don't know how they're composing it. Well, I will say right now, the ProFly midsole material that they're adding to this midsole is, yes, creating a more energy return and responsive ride through the Mach 4. Now, I think a lot of people, this guy, the Rincon 2, is definitely coming across through my gait cycle bouncier, okay? Not quite on the Nova Blast, there it is, not quite on the Nova Blast level as far as bounce through that foot strike, but I gotta go the bounce to this guy, but as far as overall snappiness through the foot strike, through the gait cycle, responsive feel underfoot when you're going, you know, it's even if you're a forefoot striker, okay? Whereas I know Hoka, like they love that meta rocker technology, that meta rocker feel through the foot strike, and but I found this midsole to be unbelievably snappy and responsive underfoot. So yes, winner, chicken dinner to the Mach 4 for the midsole overall. However, if you're looking for a softer ride, go with the Rincon 2. And for those outsoles, I won't get into it that much. I mean, just less rubber. Now it's a rubberized EVA under this shoe, under this outsole, but they didn't add any extra rubber like they did under the Rincon 2 there. There's those dark, I guess dark blue, that's the extra rubber. Now, if they would not, I feel like this is such a soft, this is just exposed EVA here, so it is breaking down even after, 40 miles. Also, I think they probably had to add this extra rubber here under the forefoot and under the heel, but I am gonna go winner, yes, again, to the Mach 4 because that rubberized EVA is actually looking decent in considering it's just completely exposed after 60 miles. And yes, two slightly decoupled grooves under the heel there. But yes, winner, chicken dinner to the Mach 4 for the outsole. Almost forgot on the midsole and outsole, that flare there at the back of the Hoka Mach 4. I wasn't sure about it, but I think it's okay. And I like, for example, in the Clifton Edge, I thought it was way too pronounced. I suspect, I'm gonna make a prediction right now, that the the Rincon 3 is gonna adapt a little bit in the back here through the midsole to look a little more, mimic a little bit more this Mach 4 midsole heel flare in 2021. That's my prediction. Fit, going to Mach 4, no doubt about it. So just perfect lockdown, true to size. Comfort, this was a little tougher. Okay, upper comfort, Mach 4. Midsole comfort, if you want a little more comfort, go Rincon 2. Durability prediction, Mach 4 again. Less creasing happening through the midsole compared to this Rincon 2. Also, again, back to the outsole. This outsole is, I think a lot of people who run in the Rincon lineup, a lot of people, whether it's the 1 or the 2, see that this outsole does break down fairly quickly. So yes, durability, again, back to that rubberized EVA in the Mach 4. Now, price point, this is interesting, okay? $115, dun 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 dun, and $130 for the Mach 4. So winner goes to the Rincon 2. Now, $15 is actually fairly substantial. I'll say right now, this is 100% the Mach 4 worth $130. It's the amount of different types of runs that you'll be able to pull off in 2021, whether it's tempo day, whether it's long run to a certain extent, whether it's, if you just want a 5K or 10K road racing shoe that it's kind of a train through race, it's not a peak race, but you don't want to beat up your legs too much, you absolutely could. It just has that feel through the midsole where you could pick up the pace if you wanted. So a lot of different tasks. So this is 100% worth $130, but $15 cheaper. I'm actually surprised that this is not, closer to $125, $130 for the Rincon lineup. So actually, kudos to Hoka for keeping this price down. But winner to the Rincon 2 for price. And a couple shoes on your screen right now that I'm putting into a similar category. It's not a perfect category as far as they're doing the exact same things, but shoes that are a little more peppy underfoot, a little more up-tempo when you take them out. So the Fuel Cell Rebel, Go Run Razor Plus, Hyperion Tempo, a little leaner through the midsole, just so you know. And then, of course, the Endorphin Speed, which I actually wore yesterday. And, oh, man, once again, okay, I'll show it to you. This is my run in that Endorphin Speed. I think this shoe is probably sold out at this point because I don't know. I think a lot of people are buying this Endorphin Speed. It just does so well underfoot, and but it is a little pricier, as you can see, compared to the rest of them. But I think they struck a chord, Saucony did, in 2020 with the Endorphin Speed, which is why, you know, I don't know if they knew the shoe was going to do so well, but I'm guessing that their price point that they're pretty happy with where they placed it from a company perspective, if you know what I mean. Okay, moving on, quick specs comparison between the two shoes. There you go, running down the drop, the price, the upper material, and at the end of the day, you know the answer, everybody. Of course, if I could only buy one running shoe battle winner between the Hoka Mach 4 and the Rincon 2, it is the Mach 4. Okay, softer landing, more responsive. It's like if you want to baby your legs a little bit more, but that's the crazy thing about the Rincon 2. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. That's the crazy thing about the Rincon 2 is that because it is light enough and peppy enough that it still can do other things other than just an easy day or a daily trainer. Like, you can use this shoe for sure for a tempo day. If I had a choice, I would go Mach 4, but you absolutely could still use the Rincon 2 for a tempo day if you wanted. And yes, you're wondering, Seth, why didn't you take it to 50 miles? Well, I didn't take it to 50 miles because I think the update, this is where it gets crazy. Oh man, is it out here? I don't think it is. The Rincon 1 versus the Rincon 2. Actually, I think I made a vlog about it, upper right-hand corner. The updates to the Rincon 2 versus the 1 were not substantial enough for me to feel well, I basically kept running in the Rincon 1, actually. The only updates were to the upper, they were minor updates to the Rincon 2 upper. So I actually think just go buy the Rincon 1. Save a little bit of money. Actually, I'll put on your screen if there's any left. I don't even know if there's any Rincon 1s left, but there it is on your screen, everybody. Question of the day. What would you like to see for the next running shoe battle? So remember the idea I pitched yesterday, Science Saturdays, okay? I'm kind of thinking about maybe being a little more consistent. So you know, like, okay, you come back to the channel on Saturdays, you know, Seth is going to talk about some sort of science that connects to running, long distance running. And then maybe I'm thinking about on Mondays, we do a running shoe battle. And maybe it's not every single week, but like most weeks of the year, Mondays are running shoe battle days. So that's the question of the day. Just an idea I'm thinking about and percolating. Let me know what you think in the comments. What would be the next running shoe battle that you would like to see on the channel? And who knows, it might be next Monday, okay? So onward and upward. Thanks for being here. We'll toss it to the Hoka Mach 4 full review. Hoka Mach 4 full review. Have a great week. Get out there, turn that doorknob, work hard, stay healthy, okay? That's always important, you know, walk that line, but keep working hard, and we'll be back tomorrow morning, 5 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. All right, see beauty, work hard, and love each other. See you tomorrow.